Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? All right, everyone. It is the Mad Mahaha here. I am currently streaming a game called Railroader. It is about 30 bucks on Steam, and it currently it's in a beta stage, but it's pretty realistic for rail operations. I mean, I'm just starting out, but I mean, it's a pretty cool game. You have to earn money, you can buy locomotives, you have to serve customers. I have to serve these two customers here, but I'm also picking up passengers, which have to go to Ella from Whittier. Um, Let me run my locomotive around. As you can see, I just disconnected the air on my locomotive and disconnected the couplers. I prefer to have the AI character run it unless I'm doing something which I cannot have it run it, but I can still take control of the So you can see here he's slowing down. You have to fill the locomotive with coal, water, everything. This is number 2. Number 1 was just repaired and is in the shops, or it's in the roundhouse, not a roundhouse, but it's in the engine house waiting for freight cars to arrive at the interchange for me to swap out and deliver to customers. So you'll hear in the background the locomotive whistling because he is now pulling forward. The AI is going to run my power over here. I have to do a runaround, so I legally am doing my operations obviously legally and not shoving a passenger car where it has to go. So where's number 2? Here is Norfolk and Western Railway number 2. He's going to bring it down here onto the main line. And then we're going to have him reverse from here back to the one passenger car I have, which currently has 33 people in it. It's going to keep loading if I keep waiting to get the locomotive back onto the cars. So now we have to wait for it to reverse. And we're going to watch it do that. The AI automatically set the headlight to the rear headlight on the tender. It's going to accelerate to probably not safe 30 miles an hour. So this is a 460 10-wheeler type locomotive at the shed. That's Norfolk and Western 1. But number 2, I'm going to primarily use as a passenger locomotive. So, at 9 o'clock, I will have cars arrive at the interchange, hopefully anyways, for these 2 customers. 9 o'clock in the game. That's what I mean. And I'm kind of new to this streaming thing, guys. So, but we have number 2 here, and number 2 is going to reverse into the coupler here, as so, and then it's going to stop. shift click on the glad hands. Opens the angle cocks to allow air. Teleport to Ella. And set the waypoint. And then we go back to number 2. She's ready to move. So unfortunately, I only make $1 per ticket, so which kind of sucks. It really does. You can see here I have $5,030. I'm actually going to advance it an hour, so it's now 8:48, and that means that at 9 o'clock I should be, here let's double check this, I should be getting cars at the interchange, 9:45, so I can do another, there we go. Okay, so the only cars we ended up getting was for repair parts. So I'm actually going to force the game to go to the next day, because I want those cars. So we're going to go to, I think that's, no, that's not locomotive roster. That's not either. Here we go. So we're going to switch to number 1. Number 2 is doing its thing. We are going to I'm sorry guys. We're going to go here. Release the independent brakes. We're going to give it 2 whistle blasts. And we're going to open the throttle a little bit. So now we have to turn the headlight on. Click here. So what we need is for the interchange to drop our cars like I asked. And so that we can serve our customers like we should. So I have number 1 here, it's a 10-wheeler, and we are reversing to that car with the spare parts so that we can keep our locomotives maintained. We have 2 locomotives. I can't really afford a new locomotive. That was not a very nice coupler. Or couple anyways. We will do the same thing here. So this coupler's a little higher, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Maybe if we stretch it out a little bit. Oh, it's a Pennsylvania Railroad boxcar. Let's see. Stretch it out a little bit. Maybe that'll work. No, that didn't do anything. So, brakes. We have braking power now. Angle cocks are open. And we gotta take the Johnson bar out of the corner a little bit. No, this thing really needs some throttle. Dang. This boxcar is a little heavy even for number one. This is for the East Whittier diesel stand. This ain't even our spare parts. Oh, that's still gotta go to the repair track though. Yeah, number one is not having this right now. It is throwing a hissy fit. So we're actually going to stop number one for a moment. And we're going to go to number two. And we're going to pull number two up a little bit. Alright, what do these cars need? Okay, so Western Maryland 28960 is now empty and ready to be taken to the interchange. So we will start loading passengers from Ella for Whittier. I will go to number one. Once I take number one over here, I can shove the boxcar loaded with parts for existing. Then we will get the passenger train out of our way. And we will go pick up that car. Unfortunately, so I do not have the time to run number one through Y, so we will be reversing her with that freight car back to Whittier, East Whittier, because I'm unfortunately a little too lazy to run her through what's called a Y, which will literally turn her. Unfortunately, I don't have a roundhouse to run her through. To turn around in. So, I have to make do with what I have. I mean, it's not a diesel locomotive where it's a little less of an issue. But, you know, it's not fun to run a steam locomotive in reverse. Open the coupler, close what's called an angle cock to stop air pressure from moving. And then we're going to have a fun little thing happen here where the brake lines snap apart. Number one does not like to move, honestly. I don't know why. So we now are going to move her to a switch position. And deciding so that the passenger can pass her. That's going to take, obviously, is a little diva. And we're going to take her all the way to Whittier. Once we get number one out of the way, we are going to... Well, what we're going to do is we're going to put number one onto siding. Send the passenger train to Whittier. And once the passenger train we are going to absolutely send number one to the station at Ella. Well, to the freight depot at Ella, anyways. And of course, East Whittier just got the 4 cars I requested 10 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, really. After the fact that I've already embarked on my switching run. So those 4 cars that I want to switch are gonna have to wait, because I'm already out of East Whittier. This 10-wheeler is not being nice to me. I have the Johnson Bart, which is the direction selector, as close to the center as I really can get it. I can have it here at 10. 10 is the closest I can have it. And it's not really giving me all that speed. I mean, this might be a slight grade, but that's why. There is something seriously wrong here. I have to go into first person. No, first person's in number... is in number 2, so... So what's the problem with number 1, huh? I don't know what the problem is, but I'm going to give a small waypoint here. It won't let me do waypoint. Why? Why won't it let me set a waypoint with number 1? I don't know why it won't let me set a waypoint. That might be a problem when it has to. I need it to follow a waypoint. Maybe because I'm on number 1 or number 2, maybe? But at that point, that still doesn't make sense. So I have to run number 2 around its train. This is becoming more of a chore than I wanted it to, honestly. I mean, and it's starting to. Move the train over here. And then I'm going to disconnect the air once he's stopped. Disconnect the coupler. And I can tell him to move at 45 miles an hour for this. I mean, I really need to get him moved around. So you can accelerate to 45. It's not even going to get up to 45 miles an hour. We might on the straightaway. See, the problem with the AI is it knows it needs to slow down for switches. And that kind of sucks because I need him to move. He can damage the locomotive if he wants. I mean, he's got to get moved. You just really need the locomotive to move. I've got time constraints, you know? He's actually going to accelerate to speed here, which makes me feel a little bit better. He moves, let's see, that car's barely used, that car's barely used. Okay, so they're not going to need switching to So once number 2 gets to Whittier, I'm gonna see if me moving my character to number 1 is the big problem. And it might very well be. Which I hope it's not, but hope it's a simpler fix. But in the case that it's not, I mean, I'm new to this game. It's got its quirks, so. I mean, there's this coupler. He's got air. Alright, we need to select 250. Ooh, its conditions down to 97%. That's not good. And it's still got 2,000 miles, 2,500 miles before it needs an overhaul. I mean, so click passenger, click Whittier Depot. Number 1 should be over there somewhere. I need to make sure this switch is aligned for clear too. So we need to... Oh, we're going to be blocking a railroad crossing, but who cares? Yeah, number 1 is right here. I want to see if number 2 does that. I really want to do. I really do want to see if number 2 ends up doing 45 miles an hour, and if the AI will slow it down. If it doesn't slow it down, then I'm gonna have it around. Which is going to become a problem because it's expensive to fix stuff. My railroad only has a little over 3 grand. But you know, the game, it's a new game, so I mean, it might just be a bug that hasn't been fixed. See, he slowed down for that curve, which is a good sign. We're only going to make $27 on this passenger train, which is rather unfortunate. Going downhill now, so it's going to speed up. Ooh, boy, that's getting some lean to it. So this game, if you haven't already realized from the title, is called Railroader, and it's a relatively new game. It's still in beta. I'm learning to play it. I just got it yesterday, but it's pretty cool thus far. I mean, there's only a handful of diesels in the game because it's the transition era. There's the SW1 switcher. There's the GP9 road 4-axle road switcher. And there's the SD7 6-axle road switcher. It'd be nice if they gave us some Alco locomotives. But, you know, it is what it is. So, for those who just tuned in, this is Norfolk and Western number 2 doing its damnedest to get this passenger train to Whittier so that I can try to see if the problem with number 1 being remotely controlled is the fact that my character isn't in it. We're just gonna hop off the train here. NW2 is just gonna continue to its place as it should. Because I'm not even in control of it. It's under the control of a computer. So, let's see. Can we give NW1 a waypoint now? No. No, we can't. Which, that's a problem. We have to manually control number 1. So, let me go to number 2 real quick and unload its passengers. Come on, people. I don't have all day to let you guys get off here. Come on. Finally, they're getting off. I'm not... How many people are waiting for... There's 37 waiting for Ella, but I can't move them right now. I have to well, unfortunately. Okay, so if David, are you still watching, or is it Jacob? Tell me in the chat, please. I am watching the chat, so tell me. In Texas is not better than Ohio State, Jacob. I'm going to touch you. So this is number 1. Kill the independent brake. $100 throttle. If you're watching, please tell me so I can give you a shout out. Like, tell me in the chat. Miles an hour? This locomotive, by the way, is not supposed to be doing this. 30 miles an hour. As soon as I put the bar in the corner, speed starts dropping. So we're going to get this car, and it's kind of going to complicate my switching because I have to take it to the interchange, but I've got 4 cars at the interchange needing switching. So there's my problem. My tender's off the rails. Yeah, that's probably my problem here. Why'd it derail? Condition is 0% now. Well, that's not good. Well, so number one's tender derailed. So now I have to be ginger with number one. So number one's tender is not being nice to me, but it's the only tender I have for it. Number two is kind of occupied. Whoa. Well, now I know why I couldn't get it up to speed, but the tender is going to derail again. The locomotive might derail if I don't get this slowed down. Well, now we know why there's speed limits. Well, let me do a waypoint now that there isn't part of the train derailed. Yes, it will. That's why it wouldn't let me do a waypoint. Because we had a derailment. Alright, now we're in Ella. We have a waypoint set now. Dear God, tell me the tender is going to derail again. Okay, it's not. Alright, so what we need to do here is we have to run it up this track, stop it, reverse it through the switchback, and then come back forward to grab Western Maryland 28960. which needs to go to the East Whittier interchange. There's number 1. Coming into the switch yard. Clear out the points like we would in realism, even we don't really need to be all that realistic when there's no other trains running. So now we're going through the first part of the switchback. So we didn't reverse it back enough. So we're going to tell the AI engineer to reverse her more. Alright, she's off the points now. Oh, I didn't even need to reset that set of points. So send her to get Western Maryland 28,960. Which she will come up to the coupler. So the nice thing about this is I don't have to do much when letting them control the train, except the air brakes and the couplers. And successful hook. Glad hands and brakes are set. I can tell them to come back here. And once they get back here, we can put them back to the switchback. And then we can send them back to East Whittier. Now we need to put them onto the siding. So they'll shove forward. I don't even know what the cars are that I have at the rail yard. Alright, so this is slowly unloading and building a diesel stand. currently at the East Whittier interchange, just checking out what we have. So we've got a Pennsylvania Railroad tanker for Holyfield heating oil, a RDG. I don't know what RDG is, but we have one of their boxcars. Gulf Mobile in Ohio for Stenzel Manufacturing, and a Virginian boxcar for Stenzel Manufacturing as well. Alright. Reset those points. Set those points there. Teleport to number 2 so we can go over to East Whittier. And I'm gonna have to take the car and put it on the storage track in East Whittier for the moment, because of the fact that I have cars ready to be pulled out of the interchange at East Whittier. So number 1's going to be doing that. The customers are here in Whittier. Where would that one boxcar go? I'm going to assume it's the siding here. This house track here. It's the only one it could go to. I think this is Stenzel Manufacturing. And this is the heating oil company. Yep, that's Stenzel. No? That is Stenzel right there. Alright. And then this is Holyfield heating oil. Okay. Where's number 1 at? There's number 1. So we can... Oh, we have to make sure the track is set correctly. And it's not. Make sure they're set into the siding. So we do not want them running into this passenger train. It's bad enough that their tender is in bad shape. So I'm gonna grab Norfolk and Western number 2. I trust number 1 will do its job as intended. Fill for Ella Station. There's a lot of passengers for this one. Alright. So once... Are they loaded? Alright, they're loaded. 5 active waybills. What? Oh. Yeah, that's already going there. Okay. These two, I know. Alright, so I need to take number 2 and put it here until number 1's passed. I have 2 trains operating at the same time. This is interesting that I am able to do this. Number 1's tender will come apart. Alright guys, once I get that switching done for Whittier, I'm going to end the stream because it is 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time and I have to work, probably. So looks like number 1 did its job. Nope, not yet. Almost. Number 2 is moving around its passenger train. Number 1 is coming into the yard at East Whittier. I mean, it's not all that big. That's the interchange track. And then this is storage track. These 2 tracks are storage tracks. I haven't had a long distance freight train, so I have no reason to use this caboose. Alright, I have to go to number 2 real quick. I just got $64. Nice. Oh. These 2 tracks are interchange tracks. Okay. Yeah, guys, I do apologize. I'm gonna leave the stream up on the YouTube channel for y'all to watch, but I'm ending this stream because it's getting a little tedious for now. I'm the Mad Mahaha. Stay mad.